everyone, and thank you for being here with us today. If it is so difficult not living on a treadmill, we need to help each other. The idea of the London Encounter, such an event, springs from the desire to live differently. And this is what we look for also in today's event. An encounter with people, fellow travelers, in this adventure that life is.
What is our conception of human beings? Because that in the end will influence our vision of education.
Our schools, our attempt to help our children should be really devoted to transmit in them a sense of reality as something given, as something that they have to observe before they speak about it.
We need forms of learning which begin from the child and continue to develop in a progressive way around the child, rather than the model that we often have just now.
If you think about our personal lives, we don't run everything on contract. In our personal lives, we live according to freedom and gratuitousness. So with your friends, your wife, your children, the relationship is based on love, it's based on giving. So why can't we introduce that into business as well?
Why do I have to pay tax? Why do I have to be responsible? Why?
So, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the London Encounter 2015. My name is Noel Murphy, and this is the second edition of the London Encounter. So I hope you've enjoyed watching the video of last year's event containing some of the highlights. As you'll have seen, we've chosen as the title for this year's event, A Passion for Reality. We want to look at the nature of reality and our own relationship with it. And for this purpose, we've chosen aspects or themes of reality that are familiar to us all. So work, charity, music, beauty and sorrow. So what is our experience of these things? Our initial response may be to say that we enjoy music and that beauty makes us come alive. We give our time and our money to charity when we can, and we feel a sense of satisfaction in helping others. If we're lucky, we have a job we enjoy, though sometimes it can feel achievement enough just to survive the week. Sorrow is normally unwelcome and avoided. In wishing to explore the nature of reality, we're essentially wishing to look at the value of the instant, the value of the present moment, now. Fundamentally, the instant is something that is given to me, in the same way that life is something that is given. And this instant contains all my present experience of reality. It contains the awareness of myself and my destiny, my relationship with others and the physical world, and the contribution that I'm asked to make. It will often contain circumstances not of my choosing. Sometimes this is welcome. In a seemingly chance encounter, I fall in love with the most beautiful girl in the world. Sometimes it is mundane, spending hours and hours in front of my computer trying to keep on top of my inbox. but it can also be full of pain and suffering, such as when a loved one is diagnosed with a terrible illness. When faced with the dynamic and dramatic nature of reality, something over which ultimately we have no control, what is my response? It seems to me that there are two basic options. One is essentially a withdrawal from reality. I decide not to engage. I protect myself from the aspects of reality that I do not like. I behave like the Happy Prince in Wilde's short story, who built a lofty wall around his palace where sorrow was not allowed to enter. I can even attempt to manipulate reality to my own ideas. The second response is one of openness. It implies an acceptance of reality, just as it is. It also requires my yes, my desire to collaborate with and participate in reality, a participation that is often heroic. In choosing today's title, A Passion for Reality, we wanted to look for and share experiences of this openness to reality. And we have found beautiful and moving experiences of sorrow. We've been inspired to rediscover the true nature of work. And we've also been able to go deeper in our love of music, beauty, and charity. These are the experiences that we would like to share with you today. And in sharing, we also hope to hear your experiences of reality. Our hope is that today will be a true place of encounter. Just to give you a short overview of the day, our first meeting will be dedicated to looking at the experience of work. So while we need to work in order to make ends meet, is there more to it than that? Is it possible to discover a dignity in our work, whatever our work may be? Linked to the meeting, we've also prepared an exhibition on work entitled Drama Surrounded by Splendor. The exhibition comprises art by the French painter Jean-François Millet, together with writings from his compatriot, Charles Péguy. After lunch, we'll be looking at charitable work. So when volunteering or donating money to charitable causes, we're rightly moved by the need of the person we see in front of us. But what about the impact on us, on the donor? If charity is performed in a way that allows me to enter into relationship with the other, does the virtue of charity help me to discover my own needs? The meeting on charity will take place here at 2:30, and we've also prepared a short exhibition on charity, made up of stories of people who've been changed through charitable work. Our final meeting of the day will take place here at 7. The journalist, John Waters, will be taking us on a guided journey, which we've called Beats and Heartbeats, in tune with reality. We'll be looking at how a song is created, asking where it comes from. We'll be looking at the experience of musicians who are in tune with reality and who experience reality as an inspiration. We've also prepared a major exhibition looking at the experience of beauty and sorrow in the life of Oscar Wilde. Wilde spent much of his life fascinated by beauty, yet it was his experience of sorrow, in his experience of sorrow, that possibly he discovered the greatest experience of beauty of his life. The exhibition takes as its starting point Wilde's confession, the De Profundis, which he wrote while in prison in Reading, and is developed through the story of the Happy Prince. Today, the story is told through a set of original drawings prepared by the celebrated American illustrator Brad Holland, and they're on display publicly for the first time today. A few practical announcements. Tea and coffee and water are available here all day in the conference centre. For lunch, we're fortunate to have a wide range of eateries on our doorstep, including Spitalfields Market, which is just a stone's throw away. So it'll be a good opportunity to stretch our legs and enjoy the beautiful day. After 4 p.m., so just after the meeting on charity, there'll be a bar open here in the social area. There'll be guided tours of each of the exhibitions throughout the day, so feel free to visit them as and when you can. I mentioned that we've got on display this original set of Brad Holland illustrations. So these have been prepared for a special edition, special publication of The Story of the Happy Prince, which has been published in collaboration with the London Encounter, and for which Rowan Williams, our patron, has written a preface. Copies of the book are on sale today for £15, with all profits going directly towards the costs of the London Encounter. You can also buy your very own, very attractive London Encounter t-shirt which are on sale for £10. I would just like to thank all those who've made today possible, all the volunteers, all our supporters, and all our benefactors. I would also like to thank all of our sponsors. In particular, I'd like to record special thanks to Tratos, who are the official sponsor of the London Encounter 2015. I very much hope that you enjoy the day.